is a stacked workout. You are going to want a mat like you see here. Optional, you can have a box, and then I'd recommend an interval timer. What you're going to want to do when you set up your timer, two different options. You can either do 30 seconds of work, 0 seconds of rest for 26 rounds. That will get you a 13-minute workout. You can do that depending on the timer you have. The way that I do it is to do 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, and still count that as my work for 13 rounds. I find it's just a little bit easier, and now that I know the structure of the workout, I can go through it pretty quickly that way. How it's going to work is you're going to go through, we have 6 exercises. You're going to do your first exercise for 30 seconds. You're going to rest 30 seconds. After that 30, you're going to go back to the first exercise, complete it for 30, and then out on exercise number 2, followed by 30 seconds rest. So after each 30-second rest period, you're going to be adding on another move. So by the end, by the 6th exercise, you're going to be doing about 3 minutes total of nonstop exercise. If you need any breaks within that time other than the allotted 30 seconds, go ahead and take that. Listen to your body. The 6 exercises we have today are plank shoulder taps, sprinters, push-ups, seal jacks, pendulum lunges with a twist, and we're going to end with burpees. I'm going to go through the workout with you so you'll see how it goes. So go ahead and set up your timer and let's get going. All right, we are ready to go. You should come to this workout warmed up. If you need a warm-up, you can actually head over to the YouTube channel and you will find a 5-minute quick warm-up there. You can go through that once or twice, depending on how you're feeling. We're going to start with our plank shoulder taps first. So I'm going to go ahead and get into position, and then we'll begin. All right, I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, begin. So I am in plank position with my legs spread wide, about the width of the mat. I've got my pelvis tucked. I'm pressing through the palms that are touching the ground, and then I'm tapping my shoulder. The common thing that people will do is kind of sag those hips back and forth here. If you really plant those feet, tuck your pelvis, then that'll help keep your hips from rocking back and forth. 2, 1, and rest. So we're gonna rest 30 seconds. After that 30, we're gonna go back to plank shoulder taps again, and then hop up for a sprinter. We're gonna keep our left leg stationary and right leg is gonna go back and forth. We'll start in about 15 seconds. The first round or two seems pretty easy because you're doing a one move and then have 30 seconds rest, but as we get to the end, you're gonna be wanting those 30-second rest periods. So I'm gonna get set up again. I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So again, thinking of squeezing my glutes, my lower abdominals here, making sure my butt is down. Feel free to do this in the mirror. Check and make sure your butt's not up here. Okay, keep it down nice and low. We've got about 10 seconds left, and we're gonna move to that sprinter. So coming up here in about 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and stand. So for sprinter, I'm gonna get low. As my right arm goes back, or excuse me, as my right leg goes back, my left arm is gonna follow. If I find this flows a little bit easier, you can always just keep your arms in front of you if you prefer. Okay, so try to stay as low as possible. You're really grounding through that left heel, and you're squeezing those glutes extra tight. We've got 3, 2, and 1, and rest. So I like to stop maybe about 2 to 3 seconds before the next timer is going to go off, just so that I have time to transition. So just keep that in mind. Next up, we are adding on push-ups. So even as a trainer, even as somebody who is all about ladies doing push-ups on their toes, occasionally I'm sore and I'm tired and I want to do push-ups on the box. So I'll explain how to use this when we get there. I'm going to set up for plank shoulder taps and begin. So this exercise is really great for building core muscles. Keep it going. We got about 15 seconds here. You can tell I'm starting to get out of breath. So I normally say about the third round is when I start to feel it. We're going to go sprinters on the right leg next. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Get nice and low. And then send that foot back. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. Notice the lights are a little bright here. You're going to go back and forth. You got about 15 seconds left, and then we'll go push-ups. So you can go the ground or the box. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start on the ground here. I'm going to position my arms right out of my shoulders, come down and up. Okay, so first thing, make sure that neck is looking forward. We tend to do this, bump our heads or keep really saggy necks. So I'm going to recommend that you look forward. 3, 2, and 1. So your options with the box are to set up the same way, except your hands are going to go on the box and your feet are on the ground. If you're in between push-ups on your knees and on your toes and you're just really struggling to make it all the way to your toes, I always recommend to do it on an elevated surface and then continually work your way down. So you might want to start higher than this and then continue to take away some of the height until you're all the way on the ground. All right, we're adding steel jacks next on the plank shoulder taps first. Okay, so steel jacks will be after those push-ups. Get going. We're on our 4th round, which means after this we just have 2 more left. Almost there. We got about 10 seconds, and we'll move to sprinter. We're gonna go on our left side. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Get low, and go back. So a quick note, a way that I like to structure this is to keep my moves that I do on single leg, I like to keep them on even numbers, or it should be the odd numbers, so 4, 3, and 5. That allows me to do them the same side. Let's go push-ups. Let's move over here to the box. I'll show you. It allows me to do the same number of times on each side. So we'll be doing those sprinters 4 times total, 2 on each side. Keep it going. I gotta watch my neck myself here. We're gonna begin steel jacks in about 3, 2, 1. Come on up. So steel jacks, feet together, arms wide. You're gonna clap together. Remember, if jumping is not for you, you're just stepping in and out pretty quick. These are one of those ones that you're gonna look silly. You might get to the point where your arms and legs both go out at the same time, and that's okay. Just keep going with it, just keep moving. We'll rest in about 3, 2, 1. All right, next up, we've got pendulum lunge with a twist. So we'll add that since we're going sprinter on the right, maybe left leg. We'll go to left leg sprinter this time, and we'll do our pendulum lunge with our left leg stationary, right leg is moving forward and back. And then burpees are next round, so we're almost there. So let's go ahead and set up, plank shoulder taps. 3, 2, 1, begin. So you can do this circuit on its own. You can repeat it 2 times. You can repeat it 3 times. You can pick your own 6 exercises and do this format. I'd recommend alternating between upper body and lower body. In my classes, sometimes I'll do all upper, all core, all lower. We'll do sprinter, 2, 1. Come on up. I will do, like I said, all upper, all lower, and all core in that 3 circuits. It's about 45 minutes or so. So you really can play around with it and do it whatever you feel. Maybe if you do this circuit twice, you reverse it and you start with the 3 minutes and work your way back to 1. It's a good way to do it. Almost ready for push-ups. 2, 1. Come on up. So again, arms out, lower down. So a common mistake I see is ladies will put their arms out here, then they'll kind of do this deal here, Doing a push-up, imagine your feet are a lever. Down and come up. Down and come up. Those shoulder blades are almost going to come to the back, or they will come up onto your back. And you want to keep your glutes and quads nice and tight. Come on up for steel jacks. This is our little cardio burst. And then we're going to go with a pendulum lunge next. So that's coming right up. Keep breathing. You got about 10 seconds or so. We'll move to pendulum lunge. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's set up. Left foot stationary. Right leg, we'll add a twist here. Down and twist. So, drive through those heels. Squeeze those glutes on the way up. If you want to add any weight, this is a great move to add weight to. Get a little bit of an extra core workout with that weight in there. Keep it going. Right here, we'll go one more. And rest. Awesome. So, we have made it to the final one. We have burpees next. So you want to keep everything the same. We'll go right leg for sprinter. We will go right leg for pendulum lunge. And then we'll end with burpees. So you can get ready with plank shoulder taps here. 2, 1. Come on up. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Definitely by this point, I'm a little winded, a little tired. Keep going. Sprinter next. In 3, 2, 1. Come on up. We want that right leg down. Left leg goes back. Advanced modification here is to let that back foot hover. Okay, so you're really working the standing leg, really squeezing that glute, really driving through that heel. If you notice that knee caving in towards the midline, that's an indication you really need to squeeze and contract those glutes. 3, 2, 1. Back to push-ups. So I'm going to set up, arms coming straight out. I'm going to tuck my pelvis, core tight. I'm going to lower down, back up. Down, back up. Okay, if you notice you're getting a little loosey-goosey, tighten back up. Okay, roll your body down, push it away. Push it away, keep it up. Let's go one more. Back up. Come on, to stand, steel jacks. Begin. We've got pendulum lunge next. I train one of my clients, she's about 66. She's awesome. She does steel jacks, but she hates them. They're one of her least favorite ones. She is great at them though. All right, almost there, pendulum. We've got about 3, 2, 1. Right into pendulum lunge. Twist it. Come on up. Twist it. If you want more of a core workout, keep that knee elevated as you come up and as you twist. Okay, work on balance a little bit. We've got burpees next. I'll show you some variations. I'll show you my favorite. We're on our last one here. Twist it. Twist it. All right. Last 30 seconds, burpees. This is my favorite. Chest down. Nice big jump. Nice big jump. You may always step back. You can add a push-up. Step back up and come up on those toes, okay? You choose your level. You've got about 8 seconds. I'm gonna go for one more. And up.